Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Outside for George. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And it's George finishing it off.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
And as James Harden has gotten older, Clark, he's made it clear he wants to contend for titles.
And that's a typical progression for a player. You can't blame him. I mean, he's done just about everything you can do individually. He's aware of the fact that a championship will add to his career immeasurably.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Middleton. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Lillard. Drains the 19-footer.
Oh, taking what the defense is giving Lillard with an opportunistic shot there.
And stolen by Lillard. Portis for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
And George drops them both. By this point in the year, Greg, the playoff discussion comes into play. Some teams look solid to make it, and others are chasing a spot.
Absolutely, and this is when you want to play your best basketball in the regular season. Coming down the stretch can be a mental drag, but rewarding for some clubs. This is when playoff spots are secure.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Middleton left side. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Leonard.
An elite defender. Leonard is terrific at going after the block.
And the shot goes in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And that one's good. Antetokounmpo.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take. Where he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's George. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Bottom line is they're ahead on the scoreboard, and that's all that matters.
Pass to Middleton. Now here's Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And George, here we go. Good. George has got 6.
George just too good for this. He will get physical right back.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Lillard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. The three, the rebound by Paul George.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Three-pointer. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Bucks leading by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Giannis gets it to go. 8 points for him.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he makes all 3.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo remains so consistent. He said, I want to get to the position that my game is boring. People don't talk about it because I do it every single night, but I don't get bored. The greats, the best players, never get bored. They always give their best every given night, and that's my mindset. Kevin?
Oh, DA, I love it. Thank you so much for the report. Looking at the Bucks, GA, they've made the playoffs every year since 2017.
And Kevin, as long as Giannis is at the helm, that streak should continue for a while. He's arguably the best player in the world. Guys want to play with this kid.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Beasley for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look at the Bucks.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, but any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Pass to Coffee, and here is Powell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Just 2 to shoot. And stolen by Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
For 3, misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Highland deciding where to go with it. Down low, here's Tucker. Here's Plumlee. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's the Bucks ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
I like the fact that Middleton can get the shot he wants because of his ball handling ability.
And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for the Clippers. It's a 14-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And here's Middleton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
A different look for the Clippers.
Substitution on the court.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
On the wing, Giannis. Here's Lillard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Man can hit.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
Clock at 6. Here's Giannis. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Chris Middleton.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
George, no good. Lillard with it.
That's the end of the first half. With the score,
He had 35 points.